Back on, ladies and gentlemen, here on the right stand with The Guardian, wherein its report has claimed, allegedly, that 20 Pakistan-based terrorists may have been eliminated by Bharat, by unmanned gunmen in Pakistan, and this is post-Pulwama. So since 2019 onwards till date, nearly they have accounted for 20, and they have claimed this is all been divulged to them by Pakistani intelligence officials. The Guardian alleges that documents shared by Pakistani investigators and intelligence officials has shed light on how Bharat's foreign intelligence allegedly carried out assassinations abroad as part of their stronger approach to national security post-2019, and this is especially post-Pulwama. Now, there are two ways to look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Either that this is a direct slap in the face of this famed Pakistani intelligence, or that very famed Pakistani intelligence bows down and says that we cannot do anything, or we stand absolutely negated in front of a vibrant, stronger, more determined Bharat which follows this ghus ke marenge policy. Now, however you'd want to look at it, Bharat has officially denied any involvement on foreign soil. But while speaking with CNN News 18 and our group editor-in-chief Rahul Joshi, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh reaffirmed the commitment to safeguard Bharat with an iron-fisted response to terror. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, incidentally, earlier in the day in Churu, just as this interview with Rajnath Singh was being recorded, he was in Churu and he reiterated the ghar mein ghus ke marenge stand.
आपको याद होगा, हमारी सेना ने जब सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक और एयर स्ट्राइक की, तब कांग्रेस और उसके साथी क्या भाषा बोल रहे थे? इसी गठबंधन गठबंधन के लोग हमारी सेना से शौर्य के सबूत मांग रहे थे। भाइयों और बहनों, सेनाओं का अपमान, देश का विभाजन, ये कांग्रेस पार्टी की पहचान है। जब तक इंडी अलायंस के लोग सत्ता में रहे, इन्होंने हमारे जवानों के हाथ बांध कर रखे। दुश्मन हमला करके चला जाता था, ये जवानों को जवाब देने की इजाजत नहीं देते थे। हमारे जवान वन रैंक वन पेंशन की मांग करते थे, कांग्रेस ने इसे भी पूरा नहीं होने दिया। हमारी सरकार बनी तो हमने सैनिकों को वन रैंक वन पेंशन का अधिकार भी दिया और सीमा पर पलटवार करने की छूट भी, खुली छूट दे दी है। आज दुश्मन को भी पता है, ये मोदी है, ये नया भारत है, ये नया भारत घर में घुसकर मारता है।
But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, even if the international media is colluding with certain entities who are inimical to Bharat and trying to paint a negative image of Bharat, the pesky neighbor continues to try and push terrorist and terror into Bharat. It continues to do this time and again, and despite being taught a lesson. Now, this is what happened in the last 24 hours. Across the Nepal border in Uttar Pradesh, the anti-terrorist squad of the state arrested two Pakistani nationals and their Kashmiri aide who had entered Bharat through the Nepal border. With this, the probe agencies foiled yet another terror attack because these three were clearly entering the country with the intent to spread terror. Acting on an intelligence input that some terrorists with an aim to commit terror activities in our nation were going to enter via the Indo-Nepal border, a team of the Gorakhpur ATS unit was put on alert and the suspects were actually nabbed. The three suspects entered Bharat via Nepal with forged documents, mobile phones and foreign currency that was also seized from the three suspects. The UP ATS revealed that the suspects were allegedly planning terrorist activities in our country after receiving training from Hizbul Mujahideen, facilitated by the ISI. So, who are these three suspects? The first accused number one, Altaf Bhatt, originally a Kashmiri settled in Rawalpindi, who crossed over to Pakistan post the Kargil conflict, received training from Hizbul Mujahideen and has been there for a while. He was trying to come back in. Second accused, Syed Gajanfar. Syed Gajanfar is a 65-year-old who hails from Islamabad in Pakistan. He received training from the Hizbul Mujahideen and is supposedly very, very close with the ISI. The third one, Nasir Ali, is a Kashmiri who is reportedly working again at the behest of the ISI and is a conduit. He is supposed to be somebody who is a recruiter and also a transporter who takes the suspects to Kashmir from Nepal. So that's what he does. So he receives them from Pakistan, takes them towards and gets them to cross the border from Nepal into Bharat, and then takes them over into Jammu and Kashmir. So they were planning to go towards Jammu. That was the plan at this point with these people. But all of them have now been arrested. They will be taken into custody. They've been taken into custody and they're going to be interrogated over the next 6 days by the Uttar Pradesh ATS. And all of these developments, on a day there is negative propaganda and on a day there is an infiltration attempt that is foiled even at Uri. Some entities are getting desperate, ladies and gentlemen, and some entities are finding it difficult to palate that Bharat is stronger than before and perhaps more resolute. A point underlined not just by the Prime Minister but also Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh while speaking with CNN News 18 in that exclusive interview on Rajniti with our group chief. With that, the right stand, brass tacks with Jacob.